Driving business.
And we'll be back from the break. Now, the government and the judiciary are at arms over funding, as President Yoweri Museveni, while officiating the opening of the 24th Annual Judges Conference, requested the judiciary to use the accorded resources to ensure justice for all Ugandans. However, this doesn't match with the Army's transformation agenda that requires a wider funding stream. We have more in this report.
Should we say that a country without money will have no justice? Is that really what you are saying? Me, my answer is, when we were in the bush, controlling the Royal Triangle, we were having very serious justice without money. So again, I have a proof of that. In where I was the Chief Justice, we had justice but no money. Just like I cannot agree, that one I cannot agree, for sure, because I know it. And I've told all these people that it's not acceptable to say that a country cannot defend itself because they have no money.
According to President Museveni, the judiciary needs to plan well for the funds allocated to it in order to execute its mandate as government invests other means to increasing the funding stream in the near future.
For us, we believe we can have army even when we don't have money or we don't have enough money. We can have justice even when we don't have money or we don't have enough money. But the way we stand now, actually, we have got quite a bit of money. So it is just a question of planning, not mixing it up with the ideology. Because if the ideology is no money, no justice, then I don't agree.
President Museveni's request, however, contradicts with the judiciary's transformational agenda needs that demand budgetary enhancement to ably improve the arms infrastructural setup as to fit into the fourth industrial revolution.
The theme of this year's conference, Your Excellency, is the Judiciary Transformation Agenda, enhance access to justice. We are now in the fourth industrial revolution. It is possible before I leave this seat of Chief Justice of Uganda, we might be in the fifth industrial revolution. That requires new thinking, not only in the judiciary, not only in government, but in the way we do things.
For the financial year 2022-2023, there has been a budgetary enhancement in the judiciary from 376 billion to 381 billion shillings, which has seen some improvement in staff recruitment and remuneration for the lower bench and a facelift to the institution's transport and infrastructure, a move that is expected to unburden the backlog at civil and commercial divisions. Monica Nabyonga, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.
All right, now Parliament has debated today the early budget performance for the fiscal years 2021 to 2022, as well as the budget framework document for the fiscal years 2023 to 2024. Now, the Ministry of Finance has been warned about, among other things, providing correct public data. Samla Hanifa reports.
If you debate out of the structure you would have made.
While discussing the budget framework paper for the next financial year, Honorable Odu Jonathan discovered a disparity in figures of the public debt that was given by Ministry of Finance and the one given by the Auditor General. According to the MP, the implication of such under-declaration of figures can change everything in the budget, something very dangerous to the country.
Mr. Speaker, the Office of the Auditor General, it was noted, reported that the public debt stands at 86.6 trillion, and the budget framework paper reports 78.6. This is an understatement of our public debt. by a value of around 8 trillion shillings.
As
If
of
you-
as of when?
As of
Honorable?
June 2022.
Okay.
As of June 2022. Mr. Speaker, this essentially means that we are not being honest. And if I'm to use a more stronger word, there is actually fraud imputed in the budget framework paper.
In the same regard, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi has informed Parliament that finance is fond of making such mistakes, yet it has able ministers well versed with the basic economics.
And so they've been with us for quite a number of years. They know these issues, Honorable Ugoro used to spearhead them for correct reporting of public debt. It is so critical that we report the right figure.
In response, the Ministry of Finance has acknowledged the mistake and promised to do better in future.
You rightly put it, the disparity between the two figures was caused largely by the fact that the Auditor General actually in his figure includes arrears and Bank of Uganda cash advances, which we don't. It's a matter that has just emerged, which requires that the two of us reconcile, the way we define public debt and what it constitutes public debt. It's a simple matter. We are sorry that this happened.
The legislators have also expressed their dissatisfaction with how government awards tax incentives which are costing the country over 2 trillion shillings and mostly awarded foreigners.
Item 2, Chair, Speaker, I have observed that the Uganda existing tax policy is porous, which implies that it allows leakages through revenue forgone. And we all know that the tax exemption that we are giving some investors is taking a lot of revenue. And we need to understand if there are still companies, foreign companies or local companies that are benefiting from the tax exemption, we need to know why and for how long.
We are no longer mobilizing enough resources, as rightly observed by Honorable Shishili Ogwal. One of the reasons for that is low tax morale. And some of the low tax morale issues arise from how we manage our tax expenditures. Whereas we forego a lot of revenue, this revenue foregone does not necessarily benefit Ugandans. It is foreigners who benefit from tax incentives, and we abandon the ordinary people. Now that we have realized Uganda is losing a lot of money, 2-point-something trillion, literally annually.
The budget framework paper for the year 2023-2024 is 49.9 trillion shillings, although some legislators think this is such a big amount based on our revenue collections. Samlanifa, Smart 24 TV, Business Today.
Away from that, the Kabale Central Market saga continues. The Minister of Local Government, Honorable Rafael Majezi, has ordered the formulation of a special committee, including top Kabale district security officials, to investigate the complaints surrounding vendors that were left out during the allocation process to the new Kabale Central Market. This comes after an incident in which more than 200 merchants who were operating out of the temporary Kabale police barracks in Chingoji Market were neglected during the distribution to the new Kabale Central Market. Mase Katusime reports.
At his remarks at the meeting, the chairperson for lockups owners in Kabale Central Market, Reverend Canon Jackson Katarishangwa, says that some vendors were given access to more than one lockup just because they had the option of purchasing them in violation of the presidential directive for one vendor per lockup. He further explains that the municipality officials have been treating the lockup committee leadership as if they have no business in the new Central Market, and that the police and UPDF chased them out of a session held to settle market drama and seek lasting solutions. Jack further appealed to the minister to intervene before things get out of hand.
Why should the municipality officials want to take us as people who never existed in this market? Our lockups were permanently built with metallic doors, cemented floors, etc. Why should the mayor especially want to take us as people who are not having your rights as Ugandans? Your intervention is highly welcome before things go out of hand.
Other trustworthy merchants with legitimate documentation claim that municipalities' town clerk posted notices reminding them to check their names on the market notice board, but to their astonishment, they did not find any list. They further told the minister that when the lists were located, they were tossed from one office to the another looking for reasons why they are not included.
Someone was meant to check for their names, and in case of errors, then they would be rectified. I'm wondering where this list could have gone.
The mayor, Kavale Municipality, Emmanuel Sentaro Byamcha, in defending himself, says that the vendors should tell the minister the whole truth. Byamcha further requested the minister on the Forbinated Committee to add an IT specialist for the police.
Ever since I came into this municipality, I've not taken any bribe. The market has cameras. They should be reviewed in case they find any fault. They should report to you, but stop accusing me falsely.
Raphael Majesi, the Minister of Local Government, asserts that he has established a special committee under the direction of the Kavale RDC to carry out a full assessment of all vendors as well as allocation, particularly lockups. He further states that the inquiries might go up to 10 days. Majesi adds that anyone who took money from sellers should return it right away or risk being arrested.
Satan should not attempt you and you give out someone's lockup in this government market. If I come after 10 days, I will not hesitate to arrest them. I was told that some rent lockups at 6 million. Aladishi, you have permission to arrest the culprits.
The new Kavale Central Market started operating on 10th January 2023, and the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, is expected to officially open it. Mercy Katsime for Smart 24 TV, Business Today.
Now, meanwhile, let's have a recap of our top stories.
In Business Today, annual headline inflation maintains heat. A steady rise since January last year offers more reasons to worry. Whistleblower report melts select committee. So much yet to be revealed. Informal sector revenue impresses tax literacy, set to widen tax revenue.
All right, it is officially 7 minutes to the top of the hour, to 10 o'clock. And that means it will be only 2 hours left to welcome the month of February. Thank you very much for joining us tonight in Business Today. I'm Jerome Paul Sonko with Winnie Boyinza Nakauchi on sign language. And we're definitely kickstarting off the month of February tomorrow. And all that matters is wishing you a good, fruitful one from us to yours. From the entire editorial, the newsroom, the entire production, Plot 42 Nile Avenue. Have a good evening and a good night.